Hello, I am Abdullah Suleiman. I am representing Group 1 in the subject System Analysis and Design. Today I will be showing and explaining the prototype that we were implementing in our project. So first of all, let's talk about the system. We have the system that will implement three functionalities: the hiring, the training, and the feedback. Now we need to understand and differentiate that this program will give and produce different layouts for different users. Means if you are an HR manager, you will have so many layouts, but if you are a person who is applying for a job, you will only get the layout that will allow you to apply for a job. And if you are a person, or if you're a company that is offering a course to that company, to that current organization, then you as a company will only get the layout and the GUI and I mean like the outcome of only your specification, which is to offer a course. You will not get the other specifications. Now we have three scenarios. First scenario is the admin or the administrator and the manager of the HR would like to join and log into the program. So this will start by welcome to the HR talent management system, as you are seeing here, and then we will go to the username and the password, and then he can press and log in. He will enter his name, of course, and then he will log in. Once he log in, we see that this GUI of that manager. Here we see he's currently in house, there is the number of employees, and there is so many statistics regarding his job. Now, what can this manager do? What are the functionalities of this manager? There are three functionalities, general main functionalities. First is to look into the training, means that the staff himself will first enter his training for preferences. Where would he like to take training? And then the program will match him with the current offered courses, and then the HR will choose, is that candidate good enough to be sent to that training, or does he really need that training? So here you have the training offers and the best matching candidate derived by the program. He will look into all the candidates, and then he will, for example, choose the first guy who is looking for a cloud computing training program. He will The program here will show that guy information and the program and the course that he is looking for. This course is the name, who is giving him location, and the description. So if that manager thinks that this employee is suitable for that, then he can confirm that selection, and once he confirms the selection, he can see that in the training one. Before, we see here that he will be notified that he has been accepted. The third and the second functionality is the hiring. So the hiring, for the HR manager to view the people that he wants to hire, he will have a list of application. We will get through after a few minutes that where does that list come from, but let's now assume that this list already exists. This is HR manager. He has the list of all the people who are applying for that job. He can click on one of them, and he can see he is the HR manager now, and he is looking for one of the guys, which is Thomas Shelby. He has 5 years of experience. He is a lawyer, and he wants to be the legal representative of the company. And here he can view his full CV, for means he can know his education and all other things as an HR manager. Once he does all that, once he evaluated that this person is accepted or not, he will choose. He have the green button here, which is to accept him the training, and the red button to reject him into, sorry, not training, but to accept his application to be a new employee in the company, or to reject his application and not be a new employee within the company. So if he chooses to accept, we see that it will automatically generate an email. Hi, Mr. Thomas Shelby. Thank you for applying for us in Infratech company, and we are impressed by your background, and we would like to meet you. And then he will decide him here a meeting or an interview date, and if he accepts that interview, only if he accepts the interview, it will be recorded in the system. If it doesn't, email us back if you think it's not suitable. So let's say he accepts that interview. We will see that in the HR manager. When the HR manager logs into the system, we will see that he has now the upcoming interview, and it will be directly inserted within the upcoming interviews, because that guy has accepted the interview. Now the interview has to be scheduled, so the HR manager can know when he is meeting the new people that he accepted into the program, and they have accepted his offer into this current organization or current company. Now, when we go to the third functionality by the HR manager, it's the feedback. We can see that these are just statistics regarding the feedback. He can change the department, the date of the feedback, and he can search for a kind of feedback, and can he see the most recent feedbacks. Now he can create and publish a new survey, which is the most important part for an HR manager. He can make a peer review for another employee within the company. For example, he can send to someone, how is Bartos evolving during the last few weeks, and he can ask about him. He can edit, add, modify all these things, and then he submit. Once he submit that thing, the person that he is sending him the feedback will receive that feedback, and he will fill it accordingly, and after he fill it, it will get back to the manager. Now, we have finished the three scenarios, or the three main functionalities within the first scenario that the HR manager is currently logged in. And we have said that the applications will be there, but we didn't say where does these applications come from. So here are where these applications come from. Here is that the scenario: the applicant, the person who wants to apply for a job, will apply, and he will send in his ID that he created at the beginning. He will log in. He has only this view. The applicant only can view this page, which will record his interest and his CV, and how does he want to apply within or into that company. Here's his CV, Ali Ahmed CV, and his contact email, and other things. So once he clicks submit, that's done. That's enough for Ali. He as a user will not be using the system anymore. Just as a proof of concept, let me show you what happens exactly. Once he clicks submit, if the HR manager logs into the system, he will see this. He will see that Ali, he wants to be a programmer or something like that, the position he applied for, and he will see all the applications. So this is only available for the HR manager, but it is not available for the person before. The person before who is an applicant, he only have this interface. Now we go to the third scenario where the company want to offer courses. We see that this is where some company, for example, I am a training company, I am a company who is offering training. I want to collaborate with the current organization. I send him email: hi, I want to collaborate with you to give you and provide you some training courses. And we will tell them that as a current organization, yes, thank you very much for that. Take this email or this user ID and this user password and log in into our web portal to offer your system. They will log into the web portal with the username and the password. They will see that this is the web portal they have. They have to enter the company name, the mobile number, the contact email, the address, start date of the program, and the end date, and the capacity, how many people can fit into that program. Maybe that program is only for 3 or only for 5 or only for 6. It depends. And then we will go into the program name and the description program. As you see below, this is how the company will enter the data, and the company will save and submit the form. This is the end of the company. The company now will not see anything except this page. This is the only page that the company will see. They will submit, and now their job is done within the system. Now, just to prove or to show where does these old data, where does it go, we tell you where to go. This data will go exactly to this. This is where the HR manager was seeing these things: the company name, the training date. Where did he see that? Where did he get it from? It's from the data entered by the company. And I think by that we have arrived to our end of the prototype. We have successfully showed how many users, the 3 users views, the 3 different users who will enter the training or the talent management system. Each user will have a different output. As we've seen, this is the GUI for the training company, and there is the GUI here for the job applicant, and so on and so forth. Depending on user ID or your login details, you will get the GUI that is related with your login details. That's all today. Thank you very much, and see you again.